You know what, Lydia? I'm starting to think I killed that little pervert a little too quickly. I mean, think of the questions I could have asked him, like, what's it like to come inside a ghost? Do you just shoot straight through the ectoplasm? Does it get suspended? I think we're here, actually. Talk about that later on. What happened to the snow? I don't care. Screw the boat. I want a bed. We need a bed. I haven't slept in God knows how long. I mean, being the Dragonborn, Lurkerkiin, whatever, it screws with your sleep pattern.
My family's legacy.
Oh.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
Hang on, I got a pamphlet about the museum ages ago.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend.
And what was that argument about?
Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for opening this museum, and I'm not changing my mind. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled an empire. Their importance to history cannot be forgotten. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for.
Sounds good to me, especially if that job is cracking skulls.
Let's talk inside.
Could the weather have not been like this ages ago? I couldn't see for shit. Oh well, then open the door. Let's see what this museum's all about.
Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned.
Alrighty then, are these part of the display?
The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot.
Yeah, great.
The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Dynasty and the opening of the Oblivion Gates.
Yeah, but about these carrots, are they a part of the display or what? Can I have one, please? I'm hungry.
Those robes were worn during the Mythic Dawn's secret meetings, where they plotted to bring the Daedra Mehrunes Dagon into Tamriel. Each bolt of yarn used to make the robe was colored with a dye, made from sacrificial blood.
Yeah, but why are the robes red? I mean, if you like the colour red, blood is not the way to... Sure, it looks great when it first comes out, but once it coagulates and congeals, you're not going to be satisfied with the hue.
Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia?
Yeah.
An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn.
Groovy pants. What else you got?
That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself.
Never heard of it.
It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever.
Yeah, they see similar things about Sheer Gorath, but I wouldn't call that paradise, pal. Anyway, what's in this one?
The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side.
Fun. Remind us to kill you later on and steal all this. Anyway.
Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business?
What the hell is this Mythic Dawn cult?
They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum.
So not much is left. Who is this Mehrunes Dagon anyway?
Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis.
So why did you open the museum?
It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill.
And then immediately dropped it, you clumsy fuckers. Right, what's the job?
A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim.
That's a bit coincidental. I mean, if it were me, and I wanted to keep them apart, I'd have one piece in the Somerset Isles, one in Skyrim, and one in the arse end of nowhere. Amateurs. Let's guess, you want me to get the fragments.
At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders. And the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked.
I'll get the pieces the fun way, but I need to know more about this razor.
The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection.
Righty-tighty. Well, I'm gonna get some sleep first. See you around.
Good luck finding the fragments.
Yeah, good luck getting me to give them back to you. So, a special pig sticker, eh? It might sound important, but I need me sleep first. I don't care about anything else. Do any of these look like an inn? It's like a long house of some sort. Oh, blacksmith, blacksmith. Lydia, we're selling that shit we've picked up. Actually, come here. Give me the crop.
The forge is hot today.
Not hot enough. Does your Skyrim ever get warm, husband?
No, not really.
Look, it's not that bad, okay? Try going to Riverwood, it's a little warmer there, or try putting on some bloody clothes.
I'm so tired.
Go to bed. Anyway, speaking of beds, where's the beds round here? You!
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on.
Hang on, why are people not sleeping?
Nightmares? I haven't met a single man or woman who doesn't admit to having them. A bad dream, I can handle. But everyone having the same bad dream every night? It's a curse, I say. I hear there's a priest of Mara visiting the inn. Maybe the divines will cure us.
This is life.
So it's a waste of time getting a kip round here. Anyway, show us your wares. Thanks for your time and your money. You in charge of this forge?
My wife Sarah and I run it together. She's still Smith's even though we found out she is with child. Our son or daughter isn't going to get much Redguard culture here in Skyrim. I know my wife worries how she will pass along her traditions. Hey, if you find a book called Night Falls on Sentinel, could you bring it to me? It's a story from my wife's people. Be good to have.
I've probably got it in my library already. But if I say it, I'll bring it to you.
Good on you.
I can't remember the last time it was this cold and
Do you do any work for the ships round here?
I've worked on a few moorings here and there for it. Most of the ship captains are superstitious about who works on their vessels, though. And Dawnstar is known for its bad luck. We're the last port of call before Windhelm, and the ore we trade makes rich targets for pirates.
Great to know. Right, I'm going to say this in because I don't care about bad dreams.
Come back if you need steel.
I don't need sail. I need sleep. Bed. Bed. Wherefore art thou, bed? I need you. You're a house. Where's the inn at?
you'll shut your mouth and get back to work, or you won't be a miner or a soldier by the day's end. Hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Fun woman.
Divine sakes, Scald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Scald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
You never talk much about yourself, do you, Horik? I swear, these past 30 years you've been at my side, and I think I barely know you.
What's to say? I was born on a farm, joined the Legion when I came of age, and I've served you ever since.
What about your family? There must have been someone waiting for you back at the farm, wondering if you were ever coming home.
No, can't say there was. My parents died when I was young. You and the Legion have been my only family since.
I see. You're a good soldier, Horik. I'm sorry for intruding.
You weren't. There's just not much to it.
He's walking around during a war in armor like that. Can we just paint a red bullseye on his back? Make it easier. Nice work, God.
What do you need?
A bed. Sleep. Is that the inn? It looks like an inn. That's the inn. Look at the sign. Sleep! This doesn't look like an inn. You there? Are you an inn?
Yes. Need something?
You're a shop, aren't you?
Take a look. Farewell.
Farewell indeed. Then you have to be a shop. I need sleep. This better be an inn. Barracks. Can I bother your bed for the night? Well, the day. Where's the sodding inn? See your longhouse.
At it. We need to work twice as hard now that that fat-headed leg elf has declared war.
We're at war with Leg Elf? Isn't he your husband?
No, he isn't. He's the enemy, and we are going to crush him.
Drafted into a war. How could my life get worse?
Traditional Nord happy marriages. Best on Skyrim. Right, a bed, a bed. My kingdom from a bed. Hang on. Could it be? Is it? It's an inn. Right,
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need a room? Drink?
yes, in that order.
Need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers.
That's fine by me. Give me a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Better have a double bed.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Double bed, double bed. Gotta have a double bed.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Single bed. Flip for it? Nah, screw it. There's a rug there.
Brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold and for this long.
Excuse me, would you mind awfully fucking off? I want to get some sleep. Tell her to shut up.
What troubles you, my son?
Bad flute playing while I'm asleep. Anyway, you look like you're busy.
Yes, sirrah.
What do you know about the people around here? What's wrong with them?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
I know flute playing's bad, but it's not that bad. So what can you do about it anyway? Dreams aren't real.
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent.
You got a plan, I presume?
I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
Hold on a minute, what do you mean, return? Why have you been there before?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
I can't trust you. You're hiding something, but if I see it that... I'll pretend to trust you for now. How can I help?
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
If we must hurry, why have you been stood around here all bloody night? And who is this Daedric Lord Vermina?
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair.
And terrible flute playing. So what does she do with these memories?
Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
Right, let's go then.
I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
Right. Will you pack it in with that flute before I bend you over and stick it up your arse? Let's see you play it then.
Follow me. It's this way.
Can we get a move on? I thought you said we're in a hurry. There wasn't time to waste. Come on, you old git. Oh, when I fears, move it, move it, move it.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult.
I thought you said we're in a hurry. Get a move on. I'm not allowed to cave his skull in, am I?
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered. Your reason for stumbling across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence.
No, it's me needing to sleep in a bit of a boat. Come on, let's get a move on. So it's protected by trolls, is it? Great. Right, Lydia, hang about. We'll be right back.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
Right. Anything else? Let's move. The hell is he? What is that sound? Fuck's sake. Oh! You coming or what?
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge.
You've said this
already. They were being
already.
plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
How successful were they?
No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
So why is it dangerous if they're asleep?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken. both orcs and priests alike.
That's not a problem. I want to exercise my killing muscles today. So what does this miasma do, apart from put people to sleep?
The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process.
Is it dangerous?
Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all.
Well, I've got nothing to worry about. I haven't exactly got much to lose.
Inside, all will become clear.
Hurry up, then.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Get on with it, before I cave your skull in. Book. What is that sound? Hello. Lost Legends of Skyrim. Walking the World, Volume 2. 11. Talos Mistake. Right, now what?
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
Have as long as you want, I'll open this. Ah, gems and coin. The way to a man's heart. Burnt books, what a waste.
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here.
What's here? Ooh, pretty. So, what is it? Come on, fart, give us a clue.
Behold the skull of corruption. The source of Dawnstar's woe. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Lead the way. You ash and skin knife aid git. Orcs. Wakey, wakey! That was a rude awakening. This archway isn't working, pal.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
It looks a little tricky to breach.
Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
Is it a sort of explosive, and how do you know so much about this place?
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
So why keep it a secret?
When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
And if you get on my nerves, I will crack your skull open. Right, let's go.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
Key's overrated anyway, I've got lockpicks. So how can the skull still be affecting Dawnstar?
Lore holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day.
Has nobody thought about, just summoning Vermina and asking her, what do you do with them?
We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
Right, so where we're going, because it's clearly not in there. Up here. We've already been here. Hang on.
It's just up here.
Suppose you do need a key then.
Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within.
If they're as easy as those orcs, we've got nothing to worry about. Out the way. I'll deal with them myself. Wow! I was terrified. Take the robes as a souvenir. See, I've been here. Varieties of Deirdre. Hang on, it's a library. I'm gonna be walking away with a lot of souvenirs, I think. It's all burnt. That's no good. What about here? Nope, all but firmament. I've got a dozen copies of that. It's no good to us. Don't step on the hot ashes, that could be bad for your health.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
Have faith, I'm sure it'll be intact. And if it's not, we'll get to kill stuff. Ooh. A book about Gorath. Out the way, let me do the work. Who do you think you're shotgun, Paul? You've got to keep ahead in situations like this.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need.
Right, what book is it?
We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere.
Well, considering I've never met Vermina, I don't know what she looks like.
If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level.
Right what? They're all burnt. They're all burnt. Book of Deirdre. Azura, Braithia, Clavicus Vial. Yersine, Hemias Mora. Malakath, Melrune's Diagon. Mephala, Meridia. Namira, Morlock Ball. Nocturnal, Periite, Sheogorath, Sanguine. Vermina, whose fear is the realm of dreams and nightmares, and from whose realm issues forth evil omens. Is that all you've got? Doesn't help us much.
Yes, my son. What is
I
it
am
can
not
help
your
with?
son. Stop calling us that or I'll hit you. Right. What about this one? Berenzaya. I'd like to know more about Berenzaya. I am taking all the jewels off her crown after all. Burnt on Oblivion. Let's try upstairs. Sure, I've walked past all this and decided it was all burnt anywhere. What's that? Firmament. Decided I wasn't taking it. I've got too many copies. What's over there? It's got to be something good. Like miasma. Ooh. That must be Vermina. Not exactly a look of this shit. Blah, blah. I'll read it later. Something about a torpor or something in there. Right, knife ears. Where have you gone? Seriously, where's he gone? There you are. We're not playing hide and seek, pal.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
I've got the book. Read it now.
Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
Right, that's some kind of potion, right?
Yes. The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
Right, that's amazing.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
So I'm gonna be a guinea pig, yeah?
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
So where do I find this torpor?
All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
What would this dream stride feel like?
You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina.
So, how do I know when to wake up?
I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled.
Great.
The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
Yeah, I'm feeling really confident about this plan. Anything goes wrong, I am killing you. Ingredients that I'll never use. Wakey, wakey! Wine, I'm not a wino. Mead. Has this place got any ale? Or, you know, lockboxes? With plenty of coin for me to take. I missed!
That's all you
Out the bloody way! Anyone else want some? There's enough axe to go around.
You pay for your blasphemy.
What?
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor.
Do you mind? I was about to equip something witty about headlessness. So what does this thing look like already?
It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here.
Well, what a coincidence, considering you've already mentioned it's a form of potion.
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me.
See, that's a little more informative. Cotton. Anything else? Elf ears. Trust me. If I wanted elf ears, I'd just have a go at it. I'm gonna have a go at them at some point.
My son. What is it I can help with?
Yeah, and bugger off. Ball.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Fuck off. I'm just taking all the ingredients I can get my hands on. Manny Marco, King of Worlds.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
He's starting to test my patience. It's none of that stuff. Did I take everything off there? I did not. There's a scaver tail. Magic bottle. Magic bottle. I don't use magic more. One of these has got to be it. Just take everything. Should be fine. Fire salt, vamp dust, vamp dust. Ooh, I'm like a diabetic kid in a candy shop here. I know I'm never going to use any of this stuff, but it's fun to have. What's that? Dog meat. Right, where have you gone? I found a load of bottles. One of these has got to be it, right?
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Won't say that again. Say it again! Look, I found the bottle, I think.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink.
Here, now.
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
Don't do anything funny with me body while I'm asleep. Understand?
Let's continue. We still have much to do.
Down the hatch.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varyn.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina.
And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I've made my peace. I'm ready.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
I want to look. Ready.
Then let it be done.
Right, time to haul ass. Run like your testicles are on fire. Out of the way, out of the way. Got to release the miasma. I turned the wrong way. Up here. I have no idea where I'm going. Did I turn left when I should have turned right? Where the heck? There we are. Holy horse, out of the way. Ignore the guy in purple running like a scared little girl. Go on, do it again. Unlimited power! Am I getting close? Am I getting close? Unlimited power! There it is. Was that it? Now what? So did I? Right, is that it?
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
No, I had to make sure you didn't touch us up while I was asleep. And it served a purpose, didn't it?
After what you just experienced, you're not amazed? I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, this kind of crap happens to us all the time. Look, we need to get a move on, okay?
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend.
Leading.
We must get to the skull and destroy it.
Right. So, a big battle ahead. I'm gonna have to kill everyone, aren't I? Suppose I'd better suit up.
Oh, God! They mustn't stop us.
Oh, they're not gonna stop us. Hang on, they've all got unlimited power, yeah? Then let's... no, wrong mask. I know I've got it here somewhere. Which pocket did I put it in? That's more like it. Come on, let's say the whole lot wake up in one go. I'm not gonna get bored doing that. Anyone else? I haven't even got a good quip. Nothing. Where to now? I got lost here last time, didn't I? I'll unlock it later. I can loot another time. When I've got a second pair of hands and pockets. Stay dead. Righty tighty. Look, stop with the magic walk here. I've got this underhand. Well, hey ya.
Baron, Thorin, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
Never should have.
You're wasting your time. Little lightning, you're gonna get burned.
How could you, Aaron?
He didn't. I did. Well, you're not watching, did you not see the big shield in your face?
It's time. The skull must be destroyed. I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends.
Yeah, that much was apparent.
Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? First, an incantation to remove the barrier.
Come on, get on with it.
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier, to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you.
What?
When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Any excuse to kill him?
They mustn't stop us.
Mercy! No! Ha! I wanted to cave your skull in. Instead, your skull came right off. Mine! I've been wanting to kill that little bastard since I seen him. Right. I think I'll head out, meet up with Lydia, and do a full ransacking of this place. It's the right thing to do.